Shirley Raines, the beloved humanitarian widely known as Ms. Shirley, has died at the age of 58, leaving behind a powerful legacy of compassion, service, and advocacy for people experiencing homelessness. Raines was found unresponsive at her home in Henderson, Nevada, after a family member requested a wellness check when repeated attempts to reach her were unsuccessful. Please subscribe, like, and share to support us. Thanks. Authorities have not publicly confirmed an official cause of death, and an autopsy is pending. Her family has stated that there are no immediate signs of foul play, asking for privacy as they grieve an unexpected and devastating loss. Raines' death has sparked an outpouring of sorrow across social media and within advocacy circles, where she was admired not only for the scale of her work, but for the deeply personal way she approached it. To many, she was more than a non-profit founder or social media figure. She was a steady presence on the streets, someone who showed up consistently and treated people who were often ignored with respect, warmth, and dignity. Born and raised in California, Shirley Raines lived much of her life away from the spotlight. Her journey into activism was rooted in personal hardship and loss. She was a mother of 6 children and had previously spoken about the profound pain of losing one of her sons at a young age. That experience, she said, left her broken for a time, but it also reshaped her understanding of grief, survival, and the importance of human connection. Friends and supporters often noted that her empathy was not performative. It was lived, earned through experience, and carried into every interaction. Raines is survived by her husband, her children, and a close-knit extended family, including her twin sister, who remained a strong presence in her life. Despite the demanding nature of her outreach work, those closest to her say she was deeply committed to her family and viewed her role as a mother as inseparable from her mission to serve others. Her children frequently express pride in her work, and her family has since vowed to help carry forward the values she embodied. In 2017, Raines founded Beauty to the Streets, a grassroots nonprofit organization that began with simple act of kindness and grew into a widely respected outreach effort. What set her work apart was her philosophy. Rather than treating homelessness solely as a logistical problem to be managed, she approached it as a human issue that required presence, patience, and respect. On the streets, she addressed people as kings and queens, offered hugs when welcomed, listened to stories, and made it clear that everyone deserved to be seen. Beauty to the Streets provided meals, hygiene kits, clothing, haircuts, and beauty services, but Raines often emphasized that the most important thing she offered was dignity. She rejected narratives that reduced and housed individuals to statistics or stereotypes, instead highlighting their personalities, talents, humor, and pain. Many people who encountered her said she was the first person in a long time to look them in the eye and speak to them as an equal. Her outreach gained national and international attention through social media, where she shared raw, emotional videos documenting her work. Millions followed her journey, drawn to her authenticity and the visible impact she had on the lives she touched. Despite her large following, Raines resisted being labeled an influencer, repeatedly reminding supporters that the focus should remain on the people on the streets, not on her. Raines' work earned her widespread recognition, including being named CNN Hero of the Year, a milestone that brought even greater attention to her mission. The honor reflected not just the scope of her outreach, but the way she reframed conversations around homelessness. Additional awards and honors followed, celebrating her ability to use digital platforms to inspire compassion and mobilize real-world action. In the days since her death, tributes have poured in from volunteers, supporters, and individuals who have been helped by her organization. Many described her as a rare presence, someone who led with love rather than judgment and who remained committed even when the work was emotionally and physically exhausting. Others credited her with changing how they viewed homelessness altogether, saying her example challenged them to act with greater empathy in their own lives. Shirley Raines' passing leaves a significant void in the communities she served, but her impact endures. Beauty to the Streets continues its outreach efforts, guided by the principles she established and the example she set. Her family has encouraged supporters to honor her memory by continuing to show kindness, respect, and humanity to those most often overlooked. Though her life was cut short, Shirley Raines leaves behind a legacy defined not by fame, but by service. She will be remembered as a woman who chose to meet suffering with love, who turned personal pain into purpose, and who reminded the world that dignity is not something to be owned, but something every person deserves.